It's day 18 of Russia's unprovoked war on Ukraine has continued shelling and bombing or destroying cities and killing civilians. While the invasion seemingly came out of nowhere, some say the conflict has been building up for years.
Putin came through with a sort of a political scientific theory of Russian mare. That theory basically said that he wanted to go back to reconstituting the former lands of the Russian Empire and the former lands of the Soviet Union.
Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union until 1991, when Ukrainians overwhelmingly voted for independence in a democratic referendum. Countries like Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia, who were part of the Soviet regime, joined NATO. The intention was to offer NATO membership to Ukraine, but in the eyes of Vladimir Putin, this was and still is a threat by the West to Russia.
There's a pattern in Russian history: coming in, destroying, creating problem, attacking. Militarily, there's been a lot of damage done to these countries, and Ukraine, probably of all these countries, has received the most damage.
Ukraine has been fighting off Russia politically for years, sparking two civil revolutions. In 2004, the Orange Revolution occurred when protests succeeded in preventing Kremlin-backed candidate Viktor Yanukovych from winning the Ukrainian presidency. But in 2010, Putin-backed Yanukovych became president of Ukraine. Years of corruption from Yanukovych led to mass protests in the Ukrainian capital Kyiv in 2014, known as Euromaidan, or the Revolution of Dignity. Yanukovych was forced out after he refused to sign an EU association agreement. Following this, Russia responded by annexing Crimea.
We have had a period of 7-8 years of constant fighting.
This has all led to the present situation in Ukraine, when on February 24th, Russian forces invaded the Donetsk and Luhansk regions. Russia has been slowly advancing west ever since.
I think this is absolutely unjustified and absolutely illegal and must be stopped right now.
Winnipegger Denis Volkov was born in Kharkiv, Ukraine, a city that has been heavily attacked by Russia. He says history is repeating itself.
Ukraine has been in conflicts before, but nothing like this since World War II. And at that time, the invaders came from the west. Now invaders came from the east.
Our destiny is not with Russia, it's with the West. It's hopefully with NATO, but it's basically West. We're a Western turning nation as opposed to being an Eastern turning nation.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.